God is the biggest crybaby, and I mean that in the best way possible. Hi, friends, I'm Toni, and recently the Lord told me how He feels about me, how He feels about us, and while I knew it up here, I never really understood like how deep the feeling goes, and it was so cool. Let me just tell you what happened. So I was watching a silly food competition show. I watch most of the TV I watch are food shows or game shows because they're clean. There's not really any drama. There's nothing that's going to get me all worked up. It's not dark, it's just easy peasy clean viewing. So I was watching one of those and I got teary-eyed when one of the contestants did something really cool and they were like so proud of themselves and I was so proud of them. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." And that's how I get really emotional. Not really emotional, but I get emotional, teary-eyed when contestants do well, when they overcome, when they just step into their best, right? The best version of themselves and like conquer. Like I just get a little like, I'm fine. Like that's how I get. So I got that way while watching this show. And the Lord was like, that's how I get too. He said, that is how I get when you or any of my kids do something really awesome, when you overcome, when you do something I created you to do, when you believe that you are who I said you are, when you are like fully you, when you do cool stuff, when you accomplish something, when you're brave, when you conquer fear. He's like, that's how I get with all of my children too. He said, I get weepy, I get verklempt, I get overwhelmed with emotions. And I was like, really? Because so often I can fall into the trap of thinking of the Lord as like this mean, judgy, angry, disappointed dad, right? Who's just like, you messed up again. You shouldn't have done that. You're so frustrating. Like, I wish you hadn't done that. Or you're messing up. Or like, I just unfortunately fall into the trap of seeing him like this judgmental dad who's always mad and always disappointed in me. And he's not. He is not that way. God, if you could hear what God said about you, like you would just like weep uncontrollably. Like the Lord is always so proud of you. He's always so happy for you. He's always cheering you on. He's always like bragging about you and is like, did you see like what she did? He's always like, she's so funny, so kind, such a good mom, such a great wife, such a good employee. Like, he is always bragging about how awesome you are, how cool you are, how strong you are, how smart you are, how pretty, how brave, how funny. Like, he is always bragging about you. He is always like in a constant, like, teary-eyed, emotional state because he just loves you so much. And he is just like constantly overwhelmed with how cool you are, how great you are. And he wanted me to share that with you guys because I'm here to share who God is and what he does and how much he loves you. So if this video resonated with you, if it related to you, if it encouraged you, give it a like. Feel free to subscribe, share it with somebody who could also be reminded that God is not some like angry, disappointed dad. He is a big crybaby, a big softie who is just constantly overwhelmed with how much he loves you and how cool he thinks you are. So that's the message for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.